Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again in this YouTube astrological segment. I'm going to be talking about having a Taurus Sun and Gemini Mercury in a natal chart. Now, the thing about this is, first off, I'm going to elaborate and expound on that. What I'm talking about is having that Sun-Mercury combination in the natal chart, having a Taurus Sun and Gemini Mercury in your chart. First off, the basic character, which is the Sun. In this case, the Sun being in Taurus can be very persistent, patient, persevering, stubborn, stable, materialistic, and loyal and steadfast. Now, having Mercury and Gemini, as communication goes, this person may process information a little bit quicker than the typical Sun and Taurus person. Communication can be quicker, rapid, versatile, very articulate. Person may speak very eloquently, but yet communication may be superficial and very loquacious and voluble. And also, too, the Mercury and Gemini can be conversational. Mercury, of course, is in its dignity in Gemini. It's very exceptional placement for it, of course. And anyway, the Sun in astrology is connected with our basic wants, and the Taurus Sun wants to generate income and acquire material possessions. Mercury and Gemini may talk about things connected with manual dexterity, working on vehicles, cars, doing things that require manual dexterity, such as working on cars or auto mechanics, refrigeration mechanics, things, also the news in general, and just manifold things. This person, Mercury and Gemini, again, can have a very versatile mind and talk about manifold subjects. Now, the true self, which is the Sun, in this case, the Sun being in Taurus, can be very sedentary, peaceful, tranquil, have a strong aversion to expanding horizons. And the thinking, which is Mercury, in this case, Mercury being in Gemini, a person may be very, excited, to learn things. And again, the thinking can be versatile, but yet can be a little bit scattered. And the thing is, the person needs to, the Sun in Taurus can help to some degree, but having Mercury in Gemini, it can be a person that might leave a lot of communications and writings that could be unfinished, but the Taurus Sun may help this to some degree, though. And the thing too is, as far as this combination goes, how this energy may integrate, well, it could be somebody that has the good powers of concentration, which is the Sun in Taurus. And again, the Sun is about our focus, and Taurus Sun can have very good focus because Taurus, the sign, can have again exceptional powers of concentration, but yet there may be some lack of persistence, like in writings and communications with Mercury being in Gemini. That person may leave a number of writings and things connected with communication. They might be incomplete. And of course, when you have the Sun in Taurus and Mercury in Gemini, the Sun is posited before Mercury, and the Sun being positioned before Mercury, the person may act, which is the Sun, often before thinking, and that's Mercury. Now, Mercury is short journeys, so short journeys, Mercury and Gemini can be manifold. A person may take a variety of short journeys. There may be a lot of restlessness connected with that. And the thing is, the Sun is connected with our actions. So having the Sun in Taurus, the actions can be very deliberate, methodical, and plotting. And the speech, which is Mercury, Mercury and Gemini, can be fast, witty, but yet maybe at times contradictory. And the Sun, in astrology, is connected with life, and the life, having the Sun in Taurus, the life may be predictable, steady, where one expresses a lot of dependability, but yet may be seen as monotonous by others. And but having Mercury and Gemini can show a lot of different mental interests. So this person may have a lot of ideas to do things that are a little that are interesting, and things that might require that maybe games that require mental agility. The person might have some interest in it, and those are anyway. Now, the thing is, the sun astrology, is associated with the biological father, and having, the sun in having the sun in Taurus, the biological father may actually be a Taurus sun, moon, or ascendant, or embody those characteristics. And having Mercury in Gemini, Mercury is connected with siblings, cousins, and neighbors. And having Mercury in Gemini, the person's person may have a number of siblings, cousins, and neighbors that have a Gemini sun, moon, or ascendant, or embody those traits. And it's also about the perception of these people. So having a Taurus sun, the person may perceive the biological father as somebody that's very persistent, persevering, patient, loyal, steadfast, reliable, and dependable, but at the same time may also perceive the biological father as someone that may be somewhat monotonous, overly predictable, even boring, or a person that's very unwilling to expand their horizons, a person that might even be seen as avaricious or greedy and overly materialistic. Now, with the Gemini Mercury, the person may perceive a number of siblings, cousins, and neighbors as people that are very quick-witted, multifaceted, versatile, loquacious, articulate, quick thinking, but at the same time, may perceive these same people as superficial or fickle, mercurial, not overly reliable, people that lack persistence, being contradictory, as some examples. And this is a combination too. When you look at this, I mean, you could have where the person may the Taurus sun, there's a focus on things often of a monetary nature, and the thing is, having the Gemini Mercury, this person may be able to formulate those ideas very quickly, because the mind again is going to be a little bit quicker than the typical Taurus sun, and the far as assimilating information and learning things can be a little bit quicker than the typical Taurus sun person. And Taurus sun can they're basic, about our basic wants, and what the focus can be on, and it can be Taurus related things such as geology, architecture, agriculture, cultivation, gardening, just earthy type subjects. And the Gemini Mercury can learn these things very quickly, and be able to articulate these things in a very quick manner, in a way that could be very articulate and eloquent. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying stay well.